Luke, and welcome back to the 5th episode of the C-Files. I think it's 5th.
Oh.
Who cares? I'm Luke.
I'm Max. I'm
and
back
again, miraculously. And this week we're reviewing I Tonya. Yes, we are. It's been a minute since we watched it. We did watch it, and then we got busy for a week. But we're gonna remember everything we can.
Everything. We're gonna remember. Wait, was he called Jeff?
Jeff.
Jeff.
His name is Jeff. I've opened up the IMDb page, so I'm gonna remember everything.
I was thinking about a lot of stuff yesterday.
Great.
And then I was thinking about a lot of stuff, and then I was thinking of Al Pacino screaming, "Say hello to my little friend," and throwing the door up. And then I watched Scarface, and I loved it.
Great.
It's a good movie, and now I think I'm an Italian mob boss.
Okay, that's wonderful. Yeah. So this movie came out in 2017. I just couldn't read it down like Wikipedia style. No, but I really liked this movie.
It was slightly slow-paced. I felt like there was I can't remember which scenes, but some scenes that weren't really needed. But overall the story was good. It's based on a true story.
It is based on a true story.
I thought it was very interesting, and it was fun to watch.
We say it's based on a true story for anyone born after 2003. Because if you were born after 2003, you will have no idea who this movie's about.
I mean, if you were born in 2003, you probably can't even remember it.
Yeah, if you were born like before that, you probably know who Tonya Harding, who this movie's about. Spoilers, by the way. Yeah. But this is the thing. If you mentioned about the scenes, I'm just asking this: are the type of movies you usually watch like action movies by any chance, or something like that?
Not all of them are action. I have a mixture between action and some non-action movies. I don't know what genres they are.
The two genres, action and non-action.
No, but there's a specific genre, two genres of movies I watch.
Yeah, I get it. I was just wondering because maybe that might be because I didn't get that, but I watched a lot more dramatic movies. Like that's personally my favorite genre. So that might just be because
Yeah, I probably only like a quarter or a third of my movie
watching experience.
Yeah, probably only a third or a quarter of it is action, and then the other 3/4 or 2/3.
Yeah.
Other types of movies.
No, I get that. One thing I noticed because I looked up some of the cast. The cast in this look scarily like the people in the actual film.
Do they actually?
Like you know the Sean, the bodyguard.
Oh, I hate Sean.
I know, I hate him. You watch this movie, you will hate him at the end of this movie. And when you watch the actor and anything else, that's all you will think about. But he looks like exactly like him.
Does he?
It's creepy.
And then what about
infuriating.
Jeff? What about Jeff?
Sure. Yeah, I think so.
With his pedo moustache.
His very weird moustache that would not fly today. But like it's got a really cool cast. Actually, it's got a really good cast.
It's got a great cast.
It's got an awesome cast. Alison Janney, the mother, she's awesome. And I didn't
like the mum. The mum.
The mum's like a horrible character, but she's kind of like darkly funny.
Yay.
This I think is Margot Robbie's like probably best acting. I think this is probably her best acting.
I've only seen her in 2 movies. Suicide Squad and now I Tonya.
Yeah, I think that's what most people know from like the Suicide Squad and people from Wolf of Wall Street. I think that's probably her most famous stuff.
Yeah.
Did you see? You didn't see Birds of Prey?
I didn't see Birds of Prey.
She's really good in that. I think she's kind of carries that movie. It's not a lot. There's not like a lot there without her.
Really?
It's one of those movies that you watch just like this is great. Then you watch it again, you're like, it's got flaws.
Yeah. You only watch it for those actors, for the certain actors.
Yeah. Um, so this movie's really good. One thing that I've noticed that was really weird, right? So this director, Craig Gillespie, I hope I'm pronouncing that right. So he does I, Tonya, which I think is one of his like best movies. So he does that. Everyone's like, great. What's he gonna do next? I'm going to guess what he does next.
What? Bob the
Cruella.
Builder. Cruella. I thought it was gonna be like Bob the Builder, the movie.
No, it wasn't that. Not too far off though. He did Cruella, and everyone was like, "Why?" Got to get that Disney money. But yeah, I guess he's doing Cruella now, which I saw and was fine. So that's and he's directing Cruella 2.
What?
Yeah.
What was Cruella even? I mean, this is off topic, but what was it even about?
I don't know. It's not. It's like surprisingly okay. Like it's not. I went into it being this is going to be the worst movie ever, but I want something to watch. It wasn't terrible. Like it was surprisingly watchable. I think a lot of people were thinking it was going to be another like Charlie's Angels thing where it was like hardcore feminism. No one wanted to see it, but like it's not that. It's good. It's like it's not overly like shouting a message. It knows it's a kids movie. Although I think the biggest argument about it is like it's pulling its punches too much. Like it feels like it's gonna get really violent and then it doesn't. Like yeah, so maybe we should just do a podcast on Cruella then.
No. One question I had about I, Tonya is, I keep asking you this.
Mm-hmm.
How does that tiny thin metal baton break someone's knee?
I mean, I think firstly it's like made of steel, so I think that's probably has something to do with it. But also then like, and maybe you missed the shot. There is like a shot of him like raising it above his head and then pulling it down. He's a reasonably bulky guy.
Oh, okay. Because all I saw is it was kind of like the thing you do with like when you whack someone with a towel. It kind of just looked like that.
No, I get that. Yeah.
I didn't realize it was like a.
Also, yeah. I think also because they're like the ice skaters, they presumably are like very small forms, like so maybe like that's probably like he looks twice her size when he does it.
Yeah.
The guy. Like, but this one was like especially because I mentioned like how like younger people probably don't know what this is about. It's one thing like you watch it and they like because it mentions there's a line in the movie where like it mentions after George W. Bush, he was the most famous person in America. Which I did not know.
Oh. Also, watching that movie then wants you to learn more about what actually happened because it's based on a true story.
Yeah, no, well, yeah, because it's based on a true story, but like it's also just like you feel kind of it's like a feel bad for Tonya Harding. Because I
didn't understand why did she get basically a worse sentence than like Jeff and Sean.
Well, she didn't get a worse sentence. It was just a sentence that was worse for her.
Yeah, like, that's why she got sued, like hugely.
I don't think she just get sued. She got sued.
Maybe that is Scarface. I'm getting the two movies confused somehow.
Yeah. Yeah. So that, but then, so like,
and she didn't do anything.
I think it was just one of those like I think also she didn't do it. I mean the movie doesn't portray her as doing anything. Maybe like something else happened. Not my area of expertise. You could probably write a book about this. Probably is a book about this. But yeah, no, it seems like it portrays her like she is like a very unlucky person in this movie. But it does show like she went into boxing afterwards.
Yeah.
Apparently, she was decent at it. She did the punching.
My other question was, did Jeff organize it?
I think again, this is all I know from the movie. So basically, it's the security guard dude said to Jeff, "All we're gonna do is send letters," and then the security guy didn't send letters. He arranged to have the knees broken in, so Jeff didn't technically know about the knee breaking, but he still got charged because once you know about it and then don't tell the police, you're basically like, you might as well have done it.
Yeah, because he didn't really answer it in the movie.
Yeah. Yeah, so I think that's kind of what happened. So yeah, so and again, it's just one of those. It's like a story about like just things going really, really badly wrong for Tonya Harding, and it's kind of it's like you feel genuinely sad for her. Especially, I'm just gonna kind of jump to the end here. So the end bit, like where it's like a boxing and there's narration over it, and it like she gets punched in the face, and it's like it's the two shots, like slow motion, her falling down on the floor, like the blood and all that, and then slow motion of her like early in the film when she does that like the flip, and she's in the blue suit and stuff, and it's like one of those things where it really kind of brings like it makes it more emotional, you know, like
like how far she's come, like not like it's a good thing, but
in a bad way, yeah.
At her peak and at her worst.
Like also like because it's all about how like how that like it mentions like how that was the best moment of her life. That was the moment where like everyone was cheering Tonya, Tonya, Tonya. And like it's one of those things that really just like cements. Also, like she's really young like when this happens, Tonya. Like it meant she's like 22.
Really?
Oh yeah, she was like young when this all happened. I think. Maybe again I might be wrong, but it seems like she's got really unlucky. You know. Yeah. Yeah, so there's that. It's one thing I thought was kind of funny. You get used to it. Is how everyone's face is really red because like so much of this movie, especially the opening, was like based on like an ice skating rink, and everyone's red faces.
Yeah.
Yeah. Actually, no wait. No, I mentioned the guy's doing Cruella. He's doing something else as well. He's doing this. I've seen ads for it. This new show on Apple TV called Physical.
Wait, what? Physical?
Yeah, it's about like the lady. You know that when you think of the 80s, that lady who's like in the athletic lady on the TV who's like and one and two. You know that?
Yeah.
I guess it's about that lady.
Okay.
Yeah, so I'm gonna watch that show now. Yeah, so maybe okay. At least he's doing something
decent.
Yeah, watchable. Yeah, it's not.
What did I Tonya get in the box office? Did it do well? What were its ratings?
I'm pretty sure it did well. Let me just check. Tonya Harding.
How many rotten tomatoes?
Sorry, I'm like, I don't know what it got on tomatoes. I think it's got like a high score. It's got on Rotten Tomatoes. It has 90%.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I mean it's a good. I mean the thing about Rotten Tomatoes, right? It's not great at rating because the way it works is it does it where if it goes off like newspaper reviews, and if the newspaper gives it 3 stars and up, it's +1 on the percentage. But if it's -2, if it's like 2 stars or below, it's -1 score percentage on a score. You know. So like I've seen there are movies with 0% on Tomatoes that aren't like terrible. They're like very mediocre movies because everyone just gave them 2 stars, but that just meant they got 0%. You know. Or like
that's unlucky.
Yeah, or like Paddington 2, it has 100%. Like it's a good movie, but does it deserve 100%? So yeah, so it's like
not accurate.
What do you mean?
The Rotten Tomatoes.
Yeah, so not it gives you like a rough estimation of what like I think people think, but I wouldn't. Okay, so sorry, let me just look it up. Tonya Harding got 53.9 million in box office, at least in the US. Budget. Tonya budget, and had a budget of 11 million. So yeah, it made back its budget. Yeah, so yeah. Yes. It made back. That's good. Yeah, so it seems to have done well financially.
Yeah, it did well. I
feel like it won awards.
Did it win an Oscar?
Won an Oscar.
Oh, won an Oscar. Wow, for what?
And then I'm gonna check. Won an Oscar. They got 45 film wins of some sort. Best Alison Janney won the award Oscar for best performance by an actress in a supporting role. So she won best Oscar for.
Was that the mom?
That was the mom, and then Margot Robbie and the editor but got nominated. The editor apparently was good at editing. The editing seemed fine. I'm always bad at noticing editing, like unless it's something like specific, you know. Not. I should probably notice it more, but I'm starting to notice it a bit more, but not again. I'm not great at noticing editing. I really like the way like it tells the story though. You know the bit how it tells the story through the interviews. You know.
Yes, I like that actually.
Yeah, I thought it was really cool.
When we were watching it, we thought something was up with your TV quality because they kind of changed the quality on the thing.
And we were like, wait, what is this file messed up or what? Like, yeah. But yeah, no, I think it's like also like the bits how like, sorry, I keep saying like, where they're telling the incident, they will refer to it as the incident, you know.
Oh yeah.
And they're like telling it from their different perspectives. I thought that was kind of a cool way of, because I think that's what basically everyone knows Tonya Harding for, as what they refer to as the incident.
Who was that guy? One of the random guys in interviews who's also in Ant-Man.
Yeah, that's his name. The actor's Bobby Cannavale. I guess he's a reporter.
Was he in the movie? Oh, a reporter.
I think he's just a reporter who like is in the movie.
Who reports things.
Yeah. I thought one part of the movie that kind of came out of nowhere though, but I thought was funny is when you know that she's training in the woods and and she's like lifting the logs and stuff, and the trainer looks at the camera and is like, she really did this. I was like, oh great, presumed so, but great. The director's like, we want to make sure people notice this. She really did this. Yeah, but I really like the style of the movie, like the. You know, echelons. I think that's the right word. It's the right word. We'll go with it. Yeah. You have any more thoughts about it? No, just.
Don't have any more questions. One thing. Oh, of course. Yeah. I expect the answer for this to be no, but did Margot Robbie have any skating experience? Because obviously that was some double.
Yeah, I'm interested in like that kind of thing of the 10 like that. What are they doing there? Because like, is it all her? I'm presuming parts of it are her. Maybe like they did a thing where like the upper half is her, but the lower half, you know?
Yeah.
Because I remember I'm like there's I'm just one of those things. It's cars that I tell. I presume a lot of it must be like just putting their face on it, but at least in the earlier scenes, I'm sure she learned to ice skate for this if she didn't know already.
And that the girl who played the younger version of Margot Robbie, or Tonya, who is that actress? I've seen her.
She's cool. She's
times.
McKenna Grace. Let me just check what she's been in. One sec. Oh yeah, I don't think she's been in a ton.
Oh, I saw her in a
She's in Gifted.
She's with Chris Evans in some movie.
Gifted, yeah, that's it.
Because I remember seeing
Yeah, she's like a little kid in that.
You know those things? It's like celebrities answer most Googled questions.
Yeah, like the Vanity Fair thing, yeah.
Yeah, Vanity Fair. Her and Chris Evans were in a YouTube video. I remember watching it.
Yeah, I think she's in this movie She's in the movie Gifted with him. Yeah. She's like a little kid in that movie, I swear. I don't know. Yeah, but she's like a good actress in the opening scene. I'm like, this kid is nailing it. This is one good 9-year-old actor. Applause. You know, like when she's crying because like her dad's left. I'm like, well done. Sad scene, but well done. So yeah, so I think that like the whole, again, as I mentioned, the whole cast in this is awesome. Yeah, it is like one of those things, like, because you remember you might ask that what movie, why doesn't she leave? Because like, again, like her boyfriend's abusive, her mom's abusive.
Yeah.
Her stepbrother's creepy for one moment.
Oh yeah, weird.
Creepy Chris. She refers to it. I did not come up with the name.
Oh god.
Yeah.
That's
what?
bad. She did not come up with the name.
No.
That means
Oh, you look it up.
Multiple people refer to him as Creepy Chris.
Yeah, yeah.
I think one of the main things is that she has no one else.
Yeah, also like because it mentions in the movie like she was fine with her husband, Jeff hitting her because you mentioned like my mom beats me, she loves me, which is just if you're getting hit by someone, they don't stay. If you can leave, leave.
Yeah.
The more you know, brought to you by the C-Files podcast. Yeah, so yeah. I mean, I think it does like a really good job of portraying that. Like it does, it's really good. Like there's like a rule in film, like the show don't tell, like don't explain something to the audience, show it. Film is a visual medium, use it. I think it's like this movie does that really well. It also like I think it's kind of. I feel like the talking to the camera in this movie was why they did it in Birds of Prey. They do this in Birds of Prey.
Do they?
Yeah,
I kind of like the talking to the camera. I wasn't a big fan of it.
You have to be like, it has to be like, you need to be on board with it. It's one of, I get it. Like, it's one of those things, like, if it doesn't work, it's kind of weird, you know? Like, it can be jarring. I think it works. I like the bit where she's shooting at him and she's like, I never did this.
Oh, I did like that bit. I liked that bit.
Yeah, I thought that was funny.
That bit worked.
Yeah. So that was funny. I mean, I think of that's in the trailer though. The trailer didn't seem to give too much away, which I liked.
I didn't watch the trailer.
Yeah, I did. A pet peeve of mine is when they give away like the entire movie, like all the jokes in like a trailer. You know, they do that. I feel like they do that a lot.
You said that for the Hobbs and Shaw trailer, didn't you?
I feel like, yeah, I did. We rewatching the Hobbs and Shaw trailer because, I mean, I didn't even watch it. Like the trailer gives away everything. If you haven't seen that movie, like if you haven't seen that movie and you're planning on, just don't watch the trailer. Yeah. So there's that. What was I gonna say? You know, there's a lot of like scenes in this with with ice skating. You know, like the lot of ice skating scenes. I was wondering, is that like really fun or is that horrible to see the film? You know?
What do you mean?
Like, would that be like, it's fun, I'm ice skating, this is fun, or like you're messing up and it's a big laugh, or is it there are hundreds of people watching me do this, hundreds of like extras, and I keep messing up? Is that like, would that be like a fun experience or not? I'm trying to work it out. I'm trying to think that, you know?
I don't really understand what you mean, but like
you're
saying for the
actress,
double.
like no, like whoever's doing it, like is it like at least for the actress when she's filming her scenes, like is it fun filming on ice or is it, especially the scenes where like the people are watching her, and I'm sure some of it's CGI, but I'm sure some of it's people. Like, do you think it's fun or not?
You probably don't find it that stressful because you know it's just a film.
Yeah, I guess because like
it's not like you're actually in this competition skating.
Yeah, maybe it's just me. These people are professional actors; they know what they're doing. Yeah, but I was wondering. Another thing, I think the costumes in this are really good. Like the costumes in this are kind of fun.
Her hand stitched ice skating thing for her first competition.
Huh?
Look, when she was some ice skating competition and she hand stitched her costume. I thought it looked really stupid.
Yeah, and I think about like late in the film, I think they're very. I think there's a word for this. They're a lot. In a good way. You know, I think they're fun. Again, I'm not the right person to talk about this. I don't know anything. I don't know. They just look kind of fun to like. If you're gonna come to set in something, you might as well come to set in that. You know. Like you're an actor. Let's have fun. Let's wear that to work. Yeah. So I thought, it's one of the things. Is filming this fun or no?
I'm sure they're fun. I'm sure it's a mixture of this is fun, but this is also work.
Yeah, like again, they're
It
laughing all.
depends on the scene.
Yeah, again, also like they're laughing all the way to the bank. You know, they're getting paid at the end of the day. Who cares?
Do you know, like, what Tonya's background was? Was her whole family just from America?
I think she's entirely. I think she's American. Yeah. Well, like it mentions like her wife's like Tonya was my 5th child with my 4th husband.
Oh,
Yeah, that's not. That's. I mean, love is love, but. Yes, it is. I mean, I guess like again, it's like it mentions like how like America, like she's not like they wanted like a person who's like all American, the 50s kind of like jolly person, and this is not like she's not that person.
yeah. She's a girl with an abusive mom and no dad.
Yeah, like and like there's a line. She looks like she chops woods every day. She does.
She actually does.
And I was like, oh, okay. Jeez. Again, I'm coming from a English person's perspective. Yeah. I do not chop wood every day. Let's put it that way.
I chop carrots.
You chop carrot. I don't know how similar that is. I have to say that might be very similar but slightly different. Yeah. So there's like a docu-series from like the 90s on this. Like I think it's the 90s, like it's early 2000s. It's got the lady from like Nightmare on Elm Street, if you know what that is. Which is it's kind of weirdly similar like this. It's filmed a bit like a documentary. I don't think it is. It's got like actors in it and all that, but yeah, I think it feels very similar to this. I'm like, someone see this and was like, let's do it again, but bigger budget. Like, no, this is like a lot better than that docu-series, but I'm like, someone see this and was like, yoink.
Yoink.
Copy and paste.
Steal your idea and make $56 million.
Like, we're just gonna get better actors in this, all due respect to them, but I'm sorry, I had to turn it off. Like, is there anything in the movie that you liked?
I did like the movie. I can never pinpoint things. The one thing, what's it called? Oh my god, I forgot what I was gonna say. My brain. My brain's not working.
No one's is, mate. Welcome to the C Files. This is what it is.
One thing I found funny is that Sean really did think he was a bodyguard when he really wasn't.
He's an absolute idiot in this movie. He has some of the funnier lines in this movie, you know.
I know, but he was kind of the reason everything went wrong.
Well, he's that type of like guy who just like he's kind of like he's a loser, you know, like he's a loser.
Yeah.
And like he thinks he's not like there's a bit he's like, I'm 10 steps ahead at all time, man. And Jeff's like, just look.
He lives in his mum's basement.
He's like there's a bit like he's 10 steps ahead of everyone. And Jeff's like looking at him like, you idiot. And there's like I think it's again like the bit where like Tonya Harding insults him when he's like, Jeff, let's do this. Tonya Harding's like, just go away. Like I'm busy. Yeah, but like I do think it's funny the line where he's like, with the FBI, like the CIA agents, I think it's either one or two. They're like, you know what, Tonya Harding? He's like, I don't know a Tonya. I was like, I don't know a Tonya Harding. He's like, don't you bodyguard for her? He's like, oh, I thought you said Tony Harding.
I swear there was a line where the FBI or CIA or whatever are interrogating him, and they don't even say anything, and he just says, Jeff did it. Yeah,
there's a bit where he's like, Jeff did it, and he starts panting, and I'm like...
And that made me so annoyed when he said that.
Yeah, I know, me too. I think it's supposed to. Yeah, no, he's really annoying. He's really good at playing really annoying, you know?
Yeah, what's the actor's name?
His name's Paul Walter Hawson. He's also in Cruella. He's in Black Klansman. He's got a bit role in that. I mean, I'm sure he's in other stuff. I'm not sure. He's a good actor. Like he kind of plays the same guy, but he's a good actor. You know, it's what I've seen of him. So there's that. I mean, again, I think this movie is just kind of trying to tell you this entire thing was like the entire way this was handled, the way everyone like did, it was a mess, you know.
Yeah. There, there,
Like,
there could have been so many things they could have avoided that would have that the then outcome and the oh god
yeah, like the overall what
the
happened.
overall effect that it had on them could have been avoided.
Yeah.
Even with the person's knee being bashed in, they could have done things afterwards which would have made their lives better for the future.
Yeah, I know. Like it's just like so many. But like even when the guys like actually do it, the two guys like he's like we're gonna. They're both idiots. Like they're like, okay, go in, and they can't ID you if you don't show them your eyes. He's like, yeah. I'm like, no. And then like he does it, and he's acting like the most suspicious guy that you've ever seen. You know.
And then he headbutts the door open.
Yeah, like he does it, and then he freaks out, and then he instead of going where he came in, he headbutts the door open for some reason.
And it smashes everything.
I'm like, you have a baton in your hand. Use the baton. Like he looks at the baton, he's like, no. Head smash. Yeah, like again, it's like one of those movies. And then like Tonya, I feel like it's just one of the movies where you feel bad for everyone. Everyone messed up. Like, you even feel kind of... No, you don't feel sorry for Jeff. I'm about to say, you feel sorry for Jeff? No, you don't. Jeff's a bad guy. You know?
Yeah.
Jeff's a bad guy.
And then even her mum betrayed her in the end.
Yeah, her mum does, like, the thing where, like... It's just, like, again, like, her mum's... Like, I think her mum's the type of person who kind of kids herself. Like, she says, I did this to make you hard. I'm like, But it's, again, like, one of the things, like, you did it because you didn't want to be, like, you didn't like want to be a mom. You didn't do this because you wanted to make her hard, you know? Like what she's saying. She didn't do that to that. She's trying to be she just didn't want to be a mom, you know?
Yeah.
And then like which is true, like she's a heart to heart, and then it revealed that she's just recording the thing because I'm sure someone paid her to do it, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, like she's not a good like Tonya Harding, she seems like a person who's a good in her heart, but just is surrounded by, at least in this movie, is surrounded by bad people.
Yeah.
Although I guess was kind of gonna wrap us up, but at the end, like just as the movie ends, it says Tonya Harding is now a mother. She would like you, like now lives with her two kids somewhere. And she's like, she would like you to know she's a good mother. And I was just like,
Another thing this movie really told me is how much I hate the paparazzi.
Oh yeah,
they were all outside like blah, 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 blah. And I was like, ah, it makes me angry.
we like and there's like I'm sure like everyone who's famous has said the paparazzi is the worst. No one likes paparazzi.
I swear Keanu Reeves stole a paparazzi camera and ran away with it. I would a photo of him.
I just wanted to be like, I really wanted to be a massive camera and him be like John Wicking away. Yes, no, but yeah, no, there's that. I think we got what we did.
Yeah, I think we've got a lot of stuff.
Stuff.
It's your decision. You're the one who's hosting this.
Yeah, no, I think we're good. We good.
Okay.
Yeah. So that seems to be kind of it with I Tonya. Watch it if you listen to this. Why? Just watch it. Go watch it. It's awesome. And that's kind of, I think, is it. I've been Luke.
I'm still Max.
Yeah, I don't know why I said I have been Luke. I've continued to be Luke. So yeah. I'm Luke.
I'm Max.
And this has been the CFR's podcast.
Au revoir.
Hi, this is Luke. If you like that video, please like and subscribe, and click the bell icon for notifications about new videos.